Well, we have two sons at the academy. We have a 10-year-old that's in 5th grade and an 8-year-old that's in the 3rd grade. And it's a different world from the public school situation that we came from. I have a 10-year-old that has a texture aversion and a hypergag reflex that's been swallowing pureed food for 10 years and is now, for the first time ever, putting food in his mouth and chewing. He's eaten watermelon and he's eaten a mini cinnamon roll and just all kinds of things that he never before would have put in his mouth. He's putting candy in his mouth and sucking on things, so that's a huge difference for him. I have an 8-year-old that is very aggressive, and it was always suggested to me that he be on medication or be institutionalized, and I'm seeing work out of him that I've never seen before. He used to fight us every day to get dressed, to get to school. He was so unhappy and so miserable, and now he gets dressed every morning and is happy and excited and is just thrilled to be at school and comes out of school with a happy, positive attitude, and he's a different kid from the last couple of years.
Well, even when they get home from school, their attitude and behavior has been a lot better when they get home, because they've already had a good day. They haven't had a rough day at school of being bossed around and told what to do, and that they weren't, up to par with, meeting the expectations or thing. They're realistic expectations, but they're thriving, they're excelling. And then when they get home, we can set expectations for them at home as well, with the rules and things, and they know here's the standard that's been set, and we have to live up to these standards because the rules at school are very structured as well, and so they have to maintain those same things at home also.
They're doing their homework and they're reading to me. They're not fighting me on homework. I'm finally seeing more of their potential than what I've ever seen before in our previous years. Oh yes, yes, very, very satisfied.
And now they're learning things. They're coming home and telling us about the things that they're learning.
I think in the last 2 months we've had more hope and ambition for their futures than we ever have had before. We were kind of just told that they wouldn't really amount to anything, and that with their behavior problems that I'd be lucky to just get them institutionalized, or maybe medication could work or whatever, and now I have just this whole new broad spectrum of possibilities for them.
Well, and also because it seems like they've been presented with a lot more options of activities and things, and so they're finding opportunities of things that they like, and we can say, what's your favorite subject at school, or even what's your favorite activity at school, and that they can talk to us about that, and we can repeat those activities at home and have something to work on, and anything involving school or homework is not a chore for them anymore.
And I have 2 very intelligent sons. I think it's going to be a rocket scientist. I'm pretty confident that MIT will come calling for us one day. But I can see Timothy going to college and having a career, and he's my little Dr. Sheldon Cooper. He's going to be some brilliant scientist or something someday, because I think he has that ability, and now we're finding that potential.
When he's always had a thirst for knowledge and new things, and we know that he has a photographic memory, selective photographic memory with the things that he's interested in. And so it was finding things that he's interested in that he wants to pursue.
And nurturing that
and then nurturing that as well, allowing him to grow within that topic, and not restricting him and trying to pull him back on task of, this is what we want you to do, so you have to come over here and do this, but finding the areas where he has interest and then nurturing that so that he can learn more about it and expand his knowledge, or try and tie other topics back into that one area that he has interest.
With Brian, I finally have hope that he might eat something someday. Like, I don't want to be making pureed food for my 18-year-old son, because he's getting big, and I think it's finally time for him to be eating real food and be healthier and thrive a little bit more.